I literally like just like went in the kitchen to like eat, and literally like the 3 guys are in there acting as if I don't even exist, and Kiefer is back to making fucking muffins, and he's cooking for them again.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm hoping there's just like a facade, just to kind of get on Jessica's side.
I don't know if he would keep Beth. Kiefer.
He would?
I think he would, to stay on Jed's good side.
I don't know. He's been like pushing me to vote out Beth.
But is that so that you look like shit?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Debatable.
And just between us, if this little... I think there's someone there. Shit. Or maybe it's...
Yeah, I think it might be that.
If Jed does use the veto to take off Beth, I am not putting you up. I can't. I don't trust any of these people.
Of course. That's what I was literally trying to tell them yesterday, but they're like, no, Breydon, listen. You'll go up. And I was like, listen. I was like, yeah. I was like, again? I was like, either it's a great finesse on Jed, or it's a great finesse on Tera.
I'm not putting you on the block at all. Because I honestly, I don't know what's happening with this 4. I don't know who's the most dangerous. I want to trust Kiefer so bad.
Same.
He's out there making muffins for Jed.
Yeah.
And he's waiting to eat so that Jed can cook all of his slop. He cooked some bacon. I was like, oh, I smell bacon. He's like, yeah, I moved it into the pantry so they couldn't smell it, and I'm just going to wait to cook until they're done here.
Oh.
And I'm like, and I literally just sat in there while all 3 of them fucking ignored me and acted like I wasn't.
I didn't know you were even in there.
I was in there just like eating toast, having a little breakfast. They all just acted like I wasn't even in there.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know if he's just genuinely trying to, because yesterday he's like, oh, like Ty, like last night, like during, and when we were in bed, he's like, we're gonna have to like put in work with Jed. Like we're really gonna have to make him seem like.
But Keith is kind of manipulative. Like, who is he working?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too.
Because even like Ty came up to the HOH today to talk about the idea, and he's like, you know, like we told Jed that we were telling you that we weren't going to use the veto, but that we would. But then Ty's like, but don't worry, like I wasn't going to use it. And I was like, what is going on here?
That's what he told me last night too, and I was like, what?
I think they actually have a final 4 that's pretty ironclad.
I just don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Wouldn't make sense either, so I wouldn't understand. Because I know Ty, for Ty, I don't see him doing that because, like, he has no chance of winning against Kiefer or Jed. There's no way he'll win. There is no way he'll win.
No, there's a part of me that, like, I don't know if I can trust Kiefer. Kiefer has made so many comments to me.
That's the only sketch of the situation.
About how he's staying with Jed and Beth. It's the only way, and that he came here to win. It wasn't until, like, when Blue Line talked to him, he said he did switch. And I'm like, are you playing me?
I know, that's how I always feel too whenever he's like talking to me.
You're in there making muffins. And you're not eating breakfast.
Yeah.
So that they can't smell it. And now none of you are talking to me.
Yeah, it's a little sus. I swear it's one of those things where, I don't know. I really do think, I think Kiefer would vote out Beth.
And then we just risk maybe, what do you think with Ty? Do you think Ty would actually...
Vote out Jed?
Yeah, like...
Yes. He was cheese last night. He's like, yo, I thought he was going.
I thought Ty had it too.
He's like, Tera made me feel so good. She thought I won.
Because I thought when I saw Jed's suitcases, they were everywhere. It looked like he got stuck on... I didn't know how you guys were playing it. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I asked him, I was like...
I thought you literally had to open up every single one and zip them back up. So it looked...
like
I didn't know there was clues.
Oh, okay, so you thought he was like struggling, like going through every single one.
I thought he went through every single suitcase. They were everywhere.
Makes sense. Yeah, I see your distress of the potential. I really do think that he would vote out. Like, if Jed uses it and takes Beth down, 100% I think he's voting out Jed. I do.
Yeah.
I genuinely do. Because even I said, I was like, Kiefer, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, not keep Jed.
I know, but if Jed freaking wins next week, Kiefer's going to throw us under the bus hard. Do you think?
Potentially. But if you think about it, if Ty goes up and it's next to Beth, they're assuming that Ty's going home.
Yeah.
And so if Kiefer votes out Beth, Jed's going to be pissed.
What do you think the repercussions are if Jed and Beth stays? Like, what if Ty gets voted out?
Well, I don't think that they'll ever turn on each other. That's the only downside. Because I know Ty is willing.
Yeah. I want to trust Kiefer, but I'm like, fuck, man. Why are you doing all this right now?
Yeah, I really do think he might just be playing it up. I really do.
It would be stupid of him not to. It would technically be 4 people against Jed.
Exactly.
If 4 of us can't take out Jed, then we are fucked.
No, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And he knows that... Kiefer knows that he's like the next biggest target in the house.
Yeah, well, if I put up Kiefer and Kiefer goes, then me and you are really screwed.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So I'm saying, like, I know it's risky.
We might be screwed either way. Fuck, I really hope you win the next HOH.
Oh, I'm praying.
Who would you put up if you won HOH?
Ty, whoever said.
Ty and either Jed or
Beth.
Yeah.
Unless you think we should sauce Kiefer up there.
It's going to come down to veto wins anyway.
That's what I'm saying. If Jed wins the veto again. Because that would just be my only worry. That if I put, like... I mean, I could put Kiefer and Jed.
Yeah, at this point, it's like running out of names. Fuck.
Right?
I was really hoping that I'd be able to position this so I could survive next week, and I'm like, oh, I don't.
I think you can. I genuinely think you will.
This game is so hard.
Oh, 100%, because there's a million different scenarios.
And they don't know what it's like to kind of like play alone-ish. Do you know what I mean? Because they obviously think that they have you in their pocket, but you know you're on the bottom of their pecking order.
Of course, I'd be an idiot not to think so. Do you know what I mean?
They don't know what it's like to be in pecking order, though. Do you know what I mean?
Of course they don't. I think that's why, like,
I'm HOH right now, and I'm fucking stressed.
Literally. But I think that's why it kind of, like, cheesed Ty. Because even Kiefer was like, oh, remember how we were supposed to be, like, the final 4? And then last week I went up 7th. And now they want you to go up in 6th place?
Yeah.
And that's fucking nuts.
What is Beth saying? Have you talked to Beth at all?
I only talked to Beth last night, and she's like, you have me, right? Like, you have me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, do I? Do you have me,
Yes.
Beth?
For real.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I'll try. I'll try and play it up with Judson. I'll be like, look, everybody's really pissed at Beth.
Yeah, no, I'm saying try it, obviously.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who I put up next to her. She's going home, and I'm probably going to put up Ty. I'm like, I was actually hoping that. I'll try saying this Breydon bitch. I just don't think it makes sense.
That's what I said. To me, does it make sense for you? That's what I was trying to tell him last night. I said, how does it make sense for Tera to be like, oh, the only way that Breydon would ever go up is if Beth came down?
Yes. I don't know how to spin that.
Yeah, ask Kiefer what he thinks. Ask Kiefer might be able to make it, like, explain it in a way that makes sense.
The only way I could say is, like, I was honestly hoping that Beth was going to win the veto. I could put up Breydon because I could say, I'm like, I feel like me and Breydon are fighting for second.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Some stupid bullshit with their egos.
Yeah, exactly.
We know we're going to get taken. And then I was hoping that I could cut a deal with you and Beth, but Beth
That's the
didn't.
other thing I could think that you could say is if you could just, the only other, like, I think angle you could do is if you're like, oh, you're right, like, I do need you guys. And, like, if I put up Breydon, like, you promise you have me next week.
Yeah.
And you'll get out Kiefer. That's the only other thing I could think for you to say.
But he's going to be like, why won't you put up Breydon next to Beth? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's
why
true.
wouldn't I put you up next to Beth then? That's why I don't really understand. It seems too fucking messy. Kiefer gets his ideas and I'm like, ugh. They get way too complicated. I'm like, this is why I don't like working with you guys, because they don't make sense.
That's what I was saying last night. I was
The same way Beth wanted to pitch you and Tashawn to me, like, that doesn't make sense.
That's what I was saying last night. I was like, what does Tera say? Because I was like, what? Like, she's gonna tell Jed, like, the only way she knows 100% that he'll go home is if he takes down Beth and puts me up. He's gonna believe
I think
it?
if anything, I just need to be like, honestly, I don't want Beth to go home, but anybody I put up, she's going home, and maybe just really scare him that
Sure.
she's kind of like, there's nothing I can do at this point. I was hoping she'd take herself down, but
Yeah.
there was a strong push. And like, if maybe he's just in his head, like, I can save her. And then if he tries to talk and be like, look, do I have your votes? Can we pull a fast one on her?
Yeah.
Just because I don't see the angle.
Yeah, you don't see the pitch to put me up. That's why I don't really understand where they were coming from with that.
No, it makes me feel like something more sketchy is going on.
That's what I said.
Yes. Like, is there a way that they're trying to somehow still finagle me putting you up so they have a 4?
That's what I said last night. And they're like, Breydon, why the fuck would that make sense?
It doesn't make sense, but
That's what I said. I said, it doesn't make sense. I was gonna be like, also, you working with him doesn't make sense.
I'm not putting you up. I'm not doing it.
So what I was saying to him, I was like, he was like, Breydon, like, I'd be fucking dumb. He's like, you and Tera are my only lifeline in this game.
You're what?
You and Tera are my only lifelines in this game. He's like, they put me on the block last week, Breydon.
I know, but now you're making them Muppets.
But I don't know if he's just doing it to get it on Jed's good side, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Just so, because he was like, oh, I haven't talked to any, like, he's like, I've talked 15 words to Jed since he went on the block.
Would Kiefer fucking keep Beth over Ty?
I don't think. It doesn't make sense for him.
That wouldn't make sense.
Because-
Is Ty gonna be pissed if I use him as a pawn, though? Or, you know what?
No, I think you would understand.
Well, and everybody touches the block, sorry.
Yeah. No, I think you would understand.
All three of I wouldn't even care if in my HOH at least all 3 of you hit slop and the block.
That was the last night. I was like,
And one
not
of you
Tera putting them
goes.
all on the block in 1 week.
Yeah. We don't have anything else we can do.
Literally.
We just have to keep trying.
I just don't think Kiefer would ever keep Beth. Only because, let's say Kiefer does want to work with Jed.
Yeah.
Kiefer knows that Jed will take Beth over Kiefer.
Yes.
So at least if he eliminates Beth, Jed's more likely to take Kiefer now.
And then he would be mad at Kiefer. He would still be really good with Deshaun, though. You guys would have to give him a run for his money for the HOH.
Oh, 100%. But even Ty yesterday was like, oh, like, I'm scared of Jed now.
I do want to know what's crazy.
But,
I would love to see me and you in final 2.
oh, same.
2 oddballs.
Literally.
And it's not because I think that I would just like be a shoo-in and beat you, because I think your social game is way better than mine. You're way more liked than me. It's literally just because I think they're so sketchy.
Oh, more than 100%.
They're so sketchy.
Yeah, even Ty last night was like, he's like, I'm kind of like sketched out about Jed. He's like, how do we get him out of this game now?
Well, no fucking shit, people.
I think what I said, I was like, this is what Tera was saying last week.
No, this is what I have been saying since week 2. Week 1. Week 1. When everybody was like, Jed is untouchable. I'm like, why is Jed untouchable?
Yeah.
Why is everybody protecting him? And then I did kind of float it when Austin won, but I can understand the backlash on that might have been too big when she won her first arch rivals. I'm like, well, everybody knows he'd just be a pawn, and she was like, oh no, can't do it. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then stupid Vic with the invisible HOH, and stupid Kiefer with his double eviction. Do you know how many opportunities we've had to take out Jed?
Literally.
And now people are pissed when I finally try and take a shot and it doesn't hit. No shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be impossible to take out.
Oh, and that's why I don't think Ty would not put him up.
No, good luck.
Because Ty's literally like, yo.
We have 5 comps left. And guess what? If he keeps surviving, he wins 100K every time. I don't care if he's sitting next to Kiefer.
Oh, that's how you already told Kiefer.
I don't know why Kiefer wants to stand next to him. Jed beats you every time.
Oh, I told him that.
Jed pretty much manipulated you to play his game.
Yes.
Made you look dumb
you
as
on
hell.
the block.
And you're still making him buff it.
Really?
Jed wins every time.
Oh, and I think Ty realized that because even Ty last night was like, yo, like, how are we going to get this guy out?
No.
Like, he's winning those type of comps too?
Yeah. What, did nobody not see that with the crossword?
That's literally what I said. I was like, this is what Tara's been talking about.
I've been saying this literally all season.
Literally what I said.
All season. And it's not because I don't like, it's nothing personal.
No, of course.
He's
it's just like
going
if you want to win the game. But I think Ty's seeing it. That's why I think he would vote out Jed.
Well, I'll just try and like spook Jed and be like, honestly, everybody's really pissed at Beth. It doesn't matter who I put up. She's going home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm pissed because I did not want Beth going home on my HOH. But I'm going to say, I'm like, look, because I do have that card of when it was between you and Austin. And I was like, look, like, if we don't get rid of Breydon now, he's just going to keep going through. That was what I wanted to see came back. And I'll be like, I can't put up Breydon. I'm telling you, she will still go home. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I told you we should have gotten Breydon out when we could have, and we didn't, or something.
Yeah.
I just don't think it makes sense for me to say that I would say your name.
I just don't know what it might at this point. I don't know. Like, honestly, if Jed thought that
Unless I'd be like, honestly, the only person that Breydon goes home next to, if he's sitting next to you, is you. Because I know that Ty and Beth would not keep Breydon over you. Everyone else is keeping Breydon.
Yeah.
Over anyone else.
It's true. Just because, honestly, like, he might just believe it.
But if that crazy shit does happen, and he pulls off that, I'm not putting you up.
Oh,
because I don't trust it.
Of course, because you just never know.
I don't trust
Because
it.
they were literally telling me to volunteer last night, and they're like, Breydon, like, it was such a good move, and I was like, listen, I would if you, like, in my mind, I was like, listen, I would if you guys weren't so sketchy.
Why is volunteering ever a good move?
I was just like, Kiefer, you volunteer then.
I would never volunteer to go on the block. Never.
Literally, I was literally gonna be like, Kiefer, you volunteer then.
I don't know what's going on with all of them. Either way, whatever. I'm not putting you on the block. I don't care. It's not happening. I don't know if they've got a 3. I don't know if they've got a 4. I don't know if they're trying to pull the wool over both of our eyes.
Same. I literally told them, I was like...
Like, if you went home on my HOH, that would be I would get laughed at on every
they would
angle.
laugh at you all day.
All day.
In your face, they would literally laugh at you.
Yeah, I would never, I'm not doing it.
And everyone would literally be shocked.
I would be right behind you.
Can you imagine? I walk into the jury house and Tina's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, oh, Tera won HOH.
Yeah, Tera won HOH.
Put me on the block because the boys said they would vote the other one out. And she'd be like, come the fuck on, man.
Oh, she'd be pissed.
Oh, she'd be livid.
Whatever.
I think that the idea, though, would interest Jed.
I will definitely float around the idea. But just so you know, if that crazy bonkers shit happens, it's going to be Ty and Jed. It's not going to be you and Jed. And then I would need you and Kiefer to vote out Jed.
We would. We'd have to. We would. 100%. 100%.
And then we just have to deal with crazy fucking Beth. Although, I think she'd be relieved.
She will be, I think, in a sense. Again, it looks good for Beth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, God, this house is so sketchy. How are we going to do this? How are we going?
I think it's because we're also kind of paranoid. I think
We've been paranoid this whole game because we've been talked about this whole game.
Yeah.
It's either my name or your name that has always come up.
Oh, of course.
Always mine and yours.
Always. I do think that Kiefer is playing it up right now. I really do.
Fucking hopes. It's just so annoying.
It's just irritating, obviously. That's why I was like, they've been chatting all morning, so I was like, I'm just gonna come sit in here alone.
I just want this damn backyard open. I want to dart so bad.
Oh, I agree. I just want to sit outside.
Oh, I'm dying to go outside. I'm dying to work out. I'm dying to run. I'm dying just for more space.
Oh, yeah. I literally just want to run, too. I don't know why. Recently, I just want to run. Just want to feel out of breath. In my fucking head.
Like, I literally, like, walk into rooms with people. I'm like, wow, they fucking hate me. Like, I can feel it.
That's how I feel right now. I know Jed is irritated with me. I know he's irritated with me.
Oh.
Like,
I literally feel like I'm like the outcast in high school.
Oh, that's why I feel right now, too. That's why I was like, I guess I'm just gonna come sit in here because I just don't. Because, yeah, apparently yesterday Kiefer said that Jed, like, ran up to him. And he's like, we have to fucking pitch Breydon. That's the only way we all say. We have to pitch Breydon hard.
Oh, after he won?
Yeah.
I promise you, Breydon, I'm not putting you on the block.
But I was just like,
and I don't care if it bites me in the ass next week.
Oh, me.
I don't care.
Literally, I don't care if I don't, because I already know they'll be like, just put Tera up.
I will.
Put Tera up next to
I'm
whatever
still
one's
hopeful that you can win HOH, and there's still a veto, and I will fight until the end.
Of course.
And if I go home, fuck, I go home.
I wouldn't put you up at all. I wouldn't put you up at all.
No, but if they, do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just saying that I know Ty knows his best chance at winning is between me and you. So I really don't see him putting us up.
I don't see that either, and that's why I'm like, fuck, I don't want to burn that bridge with Ty, because Ty might be what we actually need.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
I'm unsure of Kiefer.
Yeah.
But if I put up Kiefer goes for sure, and then Ty can just go right back. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
And then the big freaking target of Kiefer is gone.
Yeah. And then you got out Kiefer. Well.
Which also makes me look dumb as hell.
Yeah, exactly. That you left the trio and Kiefer.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Oh, no. But yeah, I do think. I genuinely
We just can't
think.
let Ty go.
Oh, no.
He can't go.
Can't. He's the only one that is starting to see, like, oh, like, they have to go.
Yeah.
Like, he's genuinely like, yeah, like, we need to get Jed out. He's like,
Because why would he play us at this point? Why would he want to be the third wheel?
He doesn't.
To Beth and Jed.
I'm saying it makes no
and
sense.
he knows he can't beat Jed.
Oh, he knows. It makes no sense
At
to
the
him.
end.
He won't. Everyone in this house knows if you sit next to Jed at the end, you're not winning the game.
You're not winning.
Everyone knows it.
There's no chance.
And you know what? If Jed wins every single comp that he needs to win to the end, he deserves it, whatever.
Yeah. You won everything.
Literally, I'm like, you deserve it then.
You
Whatever.
literally, nobody fucking put you up sooner, and then you won everything at the end.
Really?
I am forced to give you $100,000.
Literally, what else do you do?
I will throw up.
Oh, same. Because you just like, it's just irritating.
Just because there were so many. You know what? I'm not even going to carry that. Vic screwed it up with the invisible HOH. Perfect time to take a shot.
Literally.
Perfect time.
That's what I'm saying. She could have blamed it on me. She could have blamed it on anyone.
Because you know what I mean? Yeah, in that invisible HOH, who knows? He might not have solved that puzzle. That 3D puzzle.
Oh, probably not.
Ty struggled with that. Ro could have gotten him out there.
He literally said, he's like, that puzzle was hard. I don't think I would have gotten that. He was trying to do ties. He's like, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it.
No. And then even if Kiefer would have set him in the double eviction, Ty did that sword maze fast.
Literally.
Jed would have went.
Literally. Gone.
And now people are shocked and all like, what do we do? Tera's shot didn't...
I was saying to them last night, I was like...
Tera's shot didn't hit. I'm like, well, no. Shit.
Literally, I was like, this is why Tera was so annoyed during the last HOH.
Yes.
I was like, she literally was saying, you guys are really not putting anything in his thing.
Nothing.
And he was and then Kiefer was like, yeah, because I thought he was with me at that time. And I was like, okay, but still, let fucking Ty win then. At least you have the option.
Yep.
Like, do you know what I mean? And that's when Ty was like, yo, like, we're never gonna be able to get this guy out, are we?
No.
was like, no, that's what.
So now are they just gonna
cheating.
like kiss his ass to see who he takes for second?
Who?
I honestly think that's what's happening right now.
I don't know.
Kiss his ass to see, hoping that he takes you to second place. Shit. Whatever.
I think Kiefer feels. I think Kiefer said he doesn't trust her anymore.
Well, he shouldn't. He shouldn't have trusted him from the get-go.
Oh, 100%. I do genuinely think though, like I don't think Kiefer's being shady when he says that he wants him gone.
Kiefer can't win. Kiefer has to know. Like,
Oh, he knows.
Kiefer's banking on that he will win the very last final comp to take him out. You have to get there.
Kiefer's banking on. I think Kiefer wants to get Jed out because
Yeah.
that's another big thing for him.
Yeah, just
And
to
then
solidify.
banking on the fact that either you take him or I take him to the
Yeah.
end.
Because I don't think he would think that either one of us would take each other.
No, of course he wouldn't.
And I would like to see two oddballs.
Oh, same.
How can we do it?
Can you imagine though how great that would be?
Please, babe, Jesus.
That literally, the two people that everyone was like, oh, eyeballs.
I honestly think I would have done really good with that veto too.
Oh, I think that was the first thing I thought of when I did it. I was like, fuck, Tara would have been good at this.
Yep. I knew that room like the back of my hand.
I was gonna say you're
Although the
always in
puzzle
there.
did look, because the pieces were weird.
Yeah.
You never know, but like I wouldn't have struggled with the placement. I don't think I would have struggled with the.
I think the only thing would have been, oh, I guess the placement of the bags was fine. They weren't very high. I was gonna say if they were like on the top.
Oh yeah, no, I put them all away every time. And you guys saw a loved one. Who was
Yeah.
yours? Your sister?
My mom.
Oh, your mom.
Yeah, she had glass.